Kevin Spacey has officially been charged with assault in the state of Massachusetts, and the 18-year-old the alleged victim who accused Spacey of groping him when he was 18 back in 2016 has video evidence of the alleged assault.
He was one of the most respected actors of his generation, a two-time Academy Award winner, the face of prestige cinema, and the powerful anti-hero who defined an era of television. Kevin Spacey was everywhere. The Usual Suspects, American Beauty, and House of Cards, but within a single year, his name disappeared from marquees, awards, and streaming platforms. From Hollywood royalty to exile, his downfall was as sudden as it was complete. This is the story of Kevin Spacey, his rise, his collapse, and what has happened since the cameras stopped rolling. Kevin Spacey was born in New Jersey in 1959 and raised in California. He began his career on stage, earning early praise for his versatility and intensity. By the late 1980s, Hollywood had taken notice. His breakout role came in The Usual Suspects, 1995, where his portrayal of Verbal Kint earned him his first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. 4 years later, American Beauty would earn him his second Oscar, this time for Best Actor, solidifying him as one of the finest talents of his era. Spacey became known for playing complex, morally ambiguous characters. Behind the camera, he was equally ambitious, taking on the role of artistic director at London's Old Vic Theatre in 2003. He was respected not just as an actor, but as a patron of serious drama, a bridge between Hollywood and the British stage. For 2 decades, his reputation seemed unshakable. In 2013, Spacey found a new audience in Netflix's House of Cards. As Frank Underwood, the charming, ruthless politician, he captivated millions. The series became a cornerstone of Netflix's original programming and redefined streaming television. Spacey's performance earned him Golden Globes, Emmy nominations, and enormous influence in Hollywood. He was more than a star. He was a brand, a symbol of high-caliber storytelling in the streaming age. But beneath the surface, rumors were spreading, whispers that would soon destroy everything he had built. In October 2017, during the height of the Tiripach Me Too movement, actor Anthony Rapp accused Kevin Spacey of sexual misconduct. Rapp claimed that Spacey made unwanted advances toward him at a party in 1986, when Rapp was only 14 years old. Within days, more men came forward with similar allegations, spanning decades. Several claimed that Spacey's behavior was an open secret in the entertainment world. Netflix cut ties immediately. Production on House of Cards was halted. Spacey was written out of the show and replaced in all the money in the world, with his scenes reshot just weeks before the film's release. In a single week, Kevin Spacey went from celebrated actor to pariah. His agency dropped him. The Old Vic Theatre launched an internal investigation, later confirming that it had received over 20 personal testimonies about inappropriate conduct. Spacey's response came in the form of a public statement on Twitter, one that shocked the world. He apologized to Anthony Rapp for what he said he did not remember, and then, in the same breath, came out as gay. The timing was widely condemned. Critics accused him of trying to use his sexuality to deflect from the allegations. The apology, rather than calming the storm, intensified it. Overnight, Kevin Spacey became a symbol, not of artistry, but of scandal. In the years that followed, Spacey faced a series of legal battles across 2 continents. In the United States, prosecutors in Massachusetts charged him with indecent assault and battery in 2018. The case collapsed a year later, when the alleged victim withdrew the complaint. In the United Kingdom, where many of the alleged incidents occurred, the Crown Prosecution Service charged Spacey with multiple counts of sexual assault in 2022. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. In July 2023, after a high-profile trial in London, Spacey was acquitted on all counts. The verdict made global headlines. For some, it was vindication, a man finally cleared after years of accusation. For others, it was a grim reminder of how power, fame, and fear intertwine in the entertainment industry. Spacey himself spoke briefly outside the courtroom, saying, "I am humbled by the outcome. I imagine that many of you can understand that there's a lot for me to process right now." And then, as he had done for years, he disappeared once more from the public eye. Since his acquittal, Kevin Spacey has lived largely outside Hollywood. He has made occasional appearances in Europe, accepting small awards, performing on stage, and giving interviews to sympathetic outlets. But the industry he once ruled has not welcomed him back. No major studios have hired him. No streaming platforms have restored his work. On YouTube, he has posted a few cryptic Christmas monologues, in character, addressing the camera as if still playing Frank Underwood, blurring the line between performance and confession. Each video went viral, both eerie and fascinating, as if he were speaking directly to those who condemned him. Kevin Spacey remains a ghost of Hollywood's golden age. Not convicted, yet not forgiven. Not forgotten, but no longer celebrated. The story of Kevin Spacey is not just about one man. It is about an industry and a culture that built him up and then tore him down. It raises difficult questions. How do we separate art from the artist? When is redemption possible? And who decides? Spacey's rise and fall stand as a mirror for Hollywood itself, dazzling, ruthless, and unforgiving. He once said, "The minute you feel like you're the most important person in a room, you've lost." Perhaps, in the end, that's the truth of his story. A man who had it all, power, talent, and fame, and then lost it in the very spotlight that made him.